Good morning. We're excited to have you here with us this morning for the monthly Youngevity memory keeping call. This is Stacy Croninger. I will be walking us through our PowerPoint today. We have Chelsea in the background answering questions, so if you have questions, feel free to type those in. If she may not know all the answers, and if that's the case, then she'll try and get the information from me, or we'll try and let you know after the call is over. So again, you should be able to see my screen and hear my voice. If not, you'll want to hop off and hop back on again. But let's go ahead and get ourselves started this morning. So this is the agenda that we're going to go through. We're going to start off with talking about some business building approaches. Then we're going to look at the new products for July. We're going to look at some product inspiration, talk about some product information we have coming out, some upcoming events and resources, and then when our next meeting is. So that's our agenda that we're going to go through. And I'm stalling for just a second because the person that I want to have on here, I'm not seeing her dialed in yet. Sharon, are you with us? I know she was trying to get on the phone portion of it because she was not able to connect with her computer. So if Sharon Murdoch is on, if you'll let me know. And if not, we may skip over Sharon's and come back to hers when she jumps on. I'm still not seeing Sharon, so we're going to jump through. Oh, yay!
Sorry about that. I've been trying for about 20 minutes, but couldn't get on via my computer. I can see my own screen.
Okay, well, and we're glad that you're here, able to talk at least. So Sharon's going to go through some business building tips for us, and so I'm going to turn that over to you. I have 2 slides for you, Sharon, so just let me know when you want me to advance to the third bullet point you had.
Good morning, everybody, and I am thrilled with the continued passion for memories. I know it makes differences in lives, and I see it every day. Heritage conversations was my first topic, and those are just easy conversations with our clients, our distributors, and our friends and family. And we ignite those conversations so easily with our passion. But however, it doesn't hurt to carry with us in our purses and our bags when we're just in casual meetings some of the wonderful projects we do. And for example, our purses with our images and photos on are such a highlight. And just recently, Heidi Arby and I were together, and she had her purse, and it stimulated a group of young girls wanting to do the messenger bag. And from that, it stimulated mothers who said, hey, we have read and heard so much that we should be doing family stories. And what do we do with our photos? Much like Stacy has said to us with, we store them, but we're now having major guilt. And solving the problems, I try to make 3 calls randomly a day, although random I say from clients and people I know who have stopped me and have said, hey, I want to start doing things with my photos. And so there are problems that do come up and questions. So conversations are all about my clients and my potential customers. And former clients will often say to me, hey, I've lost my points. That's a big one. And there's a number of ways to handle it. I say, what are you working on? Well, nothing right now. So then how would you use your points? Were you not notified, etc.? And everyone agrees. Yes, we got notification. We didn't think it would happen, but it did. And so I say, what are you working on? What would you like to work on? And they tell me. They said, well, show me your project. Let's share it. Let's look at it. And if they're really serious about moving on, then I make sure that I can help them get that project done. And I kind of do it in my way. Whenever I have extra points, if I ever do, I use that, or I make it happen through people and friends of mine who have extra points, and we try to make good things happen. So I just say anybody, and it's kind of my little mission. If people are really grumbling and complaining, they've lost their point, and then please let me know. I'd like to be able to see if I can find points. I know Stacy's like, oh, what's that woman doing? But I would. And so,
hey, it's your call.
Yeah. So Stacy, I can't see the screen, but I'll give my email address out and let me know if I can help. The next point is sending out cards to clients, consultants, or potential users. And there's a slide, the first slide that Stacy has. And I just happened to use the anthology kit. It was there. It was so easy to put together. And just quick little notes. And in those, I always say, hey, what projects are you doing? Let's talk about them. What are you doing? Just ways that I can better connect with my clients and people who are saying, hey, I want to do a book. I want to do a story about my parents, my grandparents, etc. Then I send out these little cards and say, hey, I'm here to help make it happen. Or there's a workshop you might want to go to. Or are you aware of this? But it's a way to connect. And those little cards are just a quick, super way for me to do it. And one of the ways that I love to just get people to connect is to put little groups together. And Heidi Arby has taught me some really magic. She's running summer camps for kids this summer. And on the slide 3, I think you'll see at the bottom, students interviewing grandparents or reading storybooks together, but interviewing. And Heidi has started the summer club. And by just connecting with her through mylifemystory.com, you too can help run summer clubs for teens and children wishing to get to know their grandparents better. And when I visited my daughter Candy, her 10-year-old had this book in her hand and said, okay, Bella, let's find out about your life. And we laughed, and she started to put together her version of my life. And it was quite interesting. She picked out things that my daughter never, ever picked out when she did my book. Candy did an amazing book for me at one time. So Heidi's a person to contact. She also does a tremendous amount of work with seniors. She just finished a book about the life of Garn, and it's an amazing story. And there's a picture of her mother and Heidi's daughter reading Heidi's mother's story. And so these are just ways to make summer fun so that we make meaningful connections. And that's what memories allow to do. And I'm in awe at some of the wonderful things that each one of you are doing through your own domains of memory. So let's keep it up and just conquer this world one story at a time. Thanks for making this opportunity special for me, Stacy.
No problem. Hey, I have a question from one of our people, from Margie Smith. She said that she had a bunch of distributors that rolled up, like 100 or more, and so they're not people that she personally signed up, and so she's wondering how best to connect with them where she's never had a connection before. If you have suggestions, or maybe we could get together and write a script of things that you could contact these people about. What would you suggest for someone like that?
Oh, that's a great question, and thank you, Margie, for bringing it up. I would love to be on a three-way call with Stacy. Stacy's got you've got so many ideas, Stacy, and we see the broad picture. So it would really be good if the three of us could get together, and perhaps Margie could call me, and then I can see if we can connect with you. And my number is 801-372-2181.
Wonderful. Okay. Margie, I hope you heard that. And yes, let's get together and see what kinds of things we can come up with for you on that. And then I think that was all the questions we had specifically for you. And then Kathy, yes, once we get a script or something put together, we will definitely share that so everyone can use that. Sharon, thanks so much. You're such a great resource, and I know that you spend a lot of time sending out cards to people, and that's something that they really enjoy receiving, and it really is a great connection point. So thanks for sharing with us this morning. I do appreciate you taking the time out to do that.
Hey, thank you.
Okay, have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Okay, up next then, we are going to go through our new products. And so we're going to start with Heritage Maker Studio. This first one is going to be our Beachside Boardwalk. This is a basic collection, and I'm actually going to show you a project that was created with this. It's very fun. It says beachside, which makes me immediately think of beach, but it also has some fun carnival aspects to it. So look for Beachside Boardwalk, again, a basic collection. Then we're adding some new masks because we've had some requests for some letter and number masks. So we did two different alphabets. The top one's Aquino and the bottom one is Bumpo. And Helen Watt and I are going to do a special training sometime here in the next week or two to show you how to use these masks to create projects. They're really fun, where basically the mask, wherever the letter is, you can drop in paper, you can drop in photos. We'll show you how to resize these so you can snug up your letters close to each other. Lots of fun things you can do with these masks. So watch for those to come in July. And then also it's a Kids World by Lauren Hines. This is the new Our Memories for Life, which I'll go through in just a minute. That's also a basic collection. Moving into our premiere, this first one is called Hello Lovely. It's just a simple, beautiful little collection that we thought would be fun to add. It really could be used year-round. It's not that it's so much summary. It just caught our eye and had some fun aspects to it. So we thought, you know what, we need to do that. So we added that one as well. I just want to make sure before I go on that you can still hear me. I have one person telling me she lost sound. So can everyone else still hear? Okay, great. If you do lose the sound, you might need to call back in again. But yes, wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay, this one is also in our premiere, and I am so excited about this one. It's called Once Upon a Summer Traveling. And maybe I love it so much because it reminds me of those youthful road trips that we used to take. But all the fun road signs and the old-fashioned cars, and there's so many great things in here. And this designer did a really fun thing with these things that say like Interstate 95. She has it says Interstate 95, but she also did a blank one. So you could fill in whatever interstate you were on or whatever route you were on, which I really liked because I don't know about you, but I didn't always drive on Interstate 95 or Route 66. It's got some beautiful alphabets. You'll see the ABC here. It comes in 3 different colors, some fun papers. So even if you're not looking for vacation, road tripping type things, I think you're going to find some items in here that will get you creating some things. And again, these come out in on July 1st, so watch for the Heritage Makers artwork on July 1st. Now, as I mentioned, I have one template that will be available July 1st. This is using the Beachside collection, and isn't that fun? Brooke threw this together for us really quickly, and I just thought, what a fun way to capture those state fairs that you go to, or in Utah, we have all sorts of little city celebrations that bring in the different carnivals and stuff. And I love how she did this background with a variety of different papers. So watch again for that to come on July 1st. Moving on to Our Memories for Life. This collection, I just want you to, for a second, look at this and all those bright, happy colors. Okay, I don't know how you can't look at this and think happy thoughts every time I see these colors and patterns. So let's talk about what this is. It's a Kids World by Lauren Hines. Lauren has been doing some design work for us as far as creating layouts and doing blog posts and things, and she stepped in and helped pull together this beautiful collection. So you're going to see that the papers and some of the other things have some generic designs in them that will tie in beautifully with some of the border strips. Okay, so this first is all the designer cardstock. So it's some basic colors, basic patterns that you can use for any time of year, but as you look at the border strips I'm going to show you next, you'll see how they tie into those as well. So this time we are doing 2 sets of 2-inch border strips. So basically you're getting 4 themes because each set of border strips has one theme on one side and another theme on the back. So on the left-hand side you'll see that that's our school and sports. So on one side it's all school themed, which are these bottom ones here. And on the top we have our sports, and those will be on the back side. Then the second set of 2-inch border strips are Toddler Magical Vacation. So you'll see here at the top, Magical Vacation, which is the loose interpretation for those Disney trips you might be taking. And then below it is the toddler items. And actually it looks like we have a few of them kind of mixed up, so we'll make sure we get those adjusted for those images. But basically know that we have, and actually I've told you wrong, so I think we have, anyways, just know that there's Toddler and Magical Vacation. I'm so sorry. One side's Toddler, one side's Magical Vacation. They are each sold separately, so if you know that you just need Magical Vacation, you can do that. If you just need Sports and School, you can do that. Or we're going to show you the auto ship where you can get all of them. So that's our 2-inch border strips. There are 2 sets of them, so you get 4 different themes. Then we have our pocket border strips, and again you'll notice that these are using similar designs and colors that match those designer cardstocks, and also will match all the 2-inch border strips. So they're a little more generic, but love all the colors, and there are some fun things like the paper and chalkboard in here. There are things like these yellow polka dots that look very much like Disney. This little blue and green guy next to it looks very sports-like, so you're going to find these work for all of those occasions that we just talked about in the 2-inch border strips. Then we have our journaling cards that, again, pocket-sized and a little bit different shape. Love how much space you get here for your journaling. So we still have the ones that have the big space that work well for titles and journaling, but we also have the square space. So if you're looking for a different shape, these have some wonderful ideas. And then some fun colors and designs. For our auto ship for this month, it will be, oh, I'm sorry, that should be July auto ship, not June. It'll be $73. It's going to include the designer cardstock for It's a Kid's World, as well as both sets of the 2-inch border strips. And it will have the pocket border strips, the the pocket journal cards, and then cloud white designer refill pages. So you'll be all set to make all of your layouts for your kids' activities, your sporting events, all those different things that happen a lot during the summer, vacations, all those fun things. So again, this is our July auto ship. Please ignore the word June. It'll be available July 1st for $73, getting everything that's available for It's a Kid's World by Lauren Hines, plus the Cloud White designer refills. So let me show you some layouts using these this product. This first one is Fun on Pepper Tree Pond by Kathy. Love the bright colors, and see how fun it is to just really pop those photos off the page with all these designs. So thank you, Kathy, for putting that one together. This next one's one I did. It's a pocket page, and I want to show you something I did a little unique because I want to really tie in the Disney thing. So I took a 2-inch border strip and I trimmed it so that it would fit in the pocket, and then I used the extra piece over here on top of a yellow pocket border strip. So don't think that you have to just use those 2-inch border strips on your regular layouts. You can easily trim them down and use them in your pocket pages as well. And I did use my trick of printing on the journal card to get that title. So there's one pocket page for you. Then Chelsea did this fun sports page. It's a 2-page layout, and she loved this background paper that it's really easy to make a title just by connecting the dots. And so many other fun things on this layout. The border punches, she cut up one of the border strips to use it for these little pops of words. So fun things coming with the It's a Kid's World by Lauren Hines. For Anthology, this month they do not have a product available, so we'll remind you that you can still get the Canvas collections from June, as well as that fun sweet summer layout kit that came out in May. But I'm going to show you some inspiration pieces that use anthology as well as our Memories for Life. So let's look at some product inspiration. This first one is, and these are all hybrid, meaning that they've used not just one product line. We've combined them together. So this layout is by Kathy. She's using Playful Primary, which is represented here. You can see it in this purple stripe and the green polka dot with a white refill page from our Memories for Life. And then she pulled in parts from the Better Together kit, which are these this journal card and then these little pieces, the little animals, they came as separate little pieces from the Better Together kit, as well as these flowers. So I just want to show you how easy it is to combine the different collections from the different product lines. Up next, we have this monogram from Kristen Goodman using Red, White, and Beautiful by Katie Petit, as well as the Wildflower Paper Punch. Those are both from our Memories for Life. And then she accented those cute flowers with some pearls that came from the Pearls and Brad's collection from Anthology DIY. And then she just had some ribbon on hand, and she went and got this letter from a craft store. And just love the fun things you can do with the products, whether it's scrapbooking or home decor pieces. Then we have this layout by Kathy. She used the Creme de la Creme refill page and cardstock to mat her photos. And then she pulled pieces from the Flowers and Frames kit, which is from Anthology DIY. Has these buttons, these paper flowers, as well as some die-cut flowers. And love how it adds just a little bit of color to those beautiful black and white and sepia photos. Then for Heritage Makers, some inspiration. These are new templates that we have in. This first one is a set of 4 coasters using the lime and the coconut collection. Pineapples are very popular right now, and Brooke had some fun creating these different coasters. So if you're looking for a fun way to decorate your home for the summer, take a look at these coasters. Then Cassie created some sports layouts for us, and this one is an 8x8 book that features basketball. So you'll see how easy it is to drop in your photos. There's some placeholders as well as some photos already in there. She also did this as a baseball theme. And then she took one of the pages out of the book and turned it into 11x14 print, which is what this lower one is, where you can hang that up in your child's room to represent their year in whatever sport it is. So fun templates there. Product information. I want to remind you that for our Memories for Life, they have a brand new tape runner and a new tape runner refill. They are the same price as the previous runner and refill, but they now have 49 feet in them. You'll notice that it very clearly says our Memories for Life on these, even on the refills, so it's really easy to tell which way you're holding that runner. We want to remind you that the old refills do not work in these new runners, nor can you take the new refills and put them in the old runners. Now, you might be able to cram those pups in there, which we did just to test it, and I would not recommend it. I had a hard time getting my refills back out, and on one of them it actually jammed. So sometimes they will work. You can live on the edge, but if you do swap them with each other, and it doesn't work, then you're going to kind of be up a crick on that. But the new runners, you're going to love them. They glide like butter across your page. And again, 49 feet, same price, so make sure you pick up some of those. We do still have the refills for the previous runner, so if you want to stock up on those, you can certainly do that until you run out of those refills and then switch over. But I'm telling you, these new runners, they're pretty sweet. We also want to remind you that all the design cartridges are now in stock, as well as the cover sets. I'm sorry I don't have a photo of the cover sets, but all colors of cover sets are back in stock, as well as the design cartridges. So we know some of you have been waiting for those to come, so they are available now. So take advantage of those and have some fun creating lots of beautiful projects with them. For sales coming up, for Heritage Makers, our 10% discount for July is the 11x14 prints, 18x24 prints, and metal prints. So here I'm showing you a new metal print that Brooke just created that kind of ties into that cute vacation book or coasters I showed you. And then this is the baseball version of that 11 by 14 print. And the great thing about those prints is that they're an inexpensive way to create home decor pieces. You can also UV coat them, and then you can write on them with the markers that you use for your whiteboards. They just wipe right off, but you have to make sure that you use the UV coating option when you check out, and then it becomes a write-on wipe-off board for you. So that's for July, 11 by 14 prints, 18 by 24, and metal prints. For August, we're going to do magnets of all sizes, which there's 2 of them, and then notepads of all sizes, which there are 2 notepad sizes as well. And then September, all sizes of storybooks to get you ready for, wrapping up the year or making those Christmas gifts. All storybooks will be on sale for September. So watch for those sales. Now, we are trying to do quarterly sales for our Memories for Life and Anthology, and so we have a new sale for our Memories for Life. This sale will run from July 1st to July 31st, and we have 3 items. The first one is that select refill pages, which are listed there, will be $15 each. That's 40% off. So those refill pages that are $15 each are Black Noir, Clean Slate Blue, Blue Skies, and Creme de la Creme. So if you've been wanting some refill pages, this is a great time to take advantage of that. And again, that starts July 1st. Then we have a Border Maker bundle. So for $27, which is 40% off, you get the Border Maker system and antique butterfly design cartridge. Those come together normally. And we're adding into that the Japanese fan design cartridge. So you're getting 2 cartridges plus the Border Maker system, all for $27. That is a steal. And our last bundle is the Creme de la Creme bundle. This is such a beautiful collection for doing your heritage photos. It's got papers in it that you can use for pretty much any time of year. It's just a good basic collection. That collection is going to be 40% off, which is $31.20. And the collection or the bundle includes the designer cardstock, 2-inch border strips, the journal cards, and the refill pages. So you're getting 4 pieces for $31.20. That's the Creme de la Creme bundle. So 3 bundles, select refill pages, the Border Maker bundle, and the Creme de la Creme bundle, all available July 1st through July 31st. Now for Anthology, we're going to have a Christmas in July sale, and we're putting 2 kits on sale. The first one is the Christmas Wishes paper collection, which is shown here in this cute wreath. It's going to be $25.20, which is 40% off. And this is a set of papers, as well as it has some chipboard pieces, and it all comes in a nice folder so you can keep everything organized. The other kit we have on sale is the Nifty Gifty kit. This one will also be 40% off at $29.40, and it's shown here in the lower part. These are all gift card holders that are already pre-scored, pre-cut. All you have to do is glue them together, put in your gift card, you're ready to go. But the great thing about this kit is that it can be used for lots of different things, for scrapbook pages, for note cards, for a countdown, an advent calendar. So we'll try and share some of those fun projects you can do with both these collections, as well as Our Memories for Life items during the month of July. So remember to keep track of these. These sales will be available July 1st through 31st, and they are for both OMFL and Anthology DIY. I see a question about, will these be available in social selling in Canada and Canadian prices? I'm not sure that these will be available in social selling, because typically social selling, I don't believe, uses the sale items. They only do the full price ones, but I will check and see if they are available. Those will be added on July 1st. So we'll try and let you know. The refills, the previous refills, will be discontinued because we are no longer stocking the original tape runners. So yes, once the old refills run out, those will be discontinued. So you'll need to switch over to the new ones at that point. Okay, and someone said that the other anthology sale items had been social selling, so if that's the case, they will be in there, so we'll make sure that those get in there. And we will be posting images for all these sale items in the next few days on social social media, so watch for those to come up in the next few days. And I'm so sorry, hang on just a second. Okay, now we want to give you some information about some upcoming events. First of all, this Friday, July 1st, is the July promo call. So please make sure you mark your calendar. That's 4 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Mountain time, 6 p.m. Central, and 7 p.m. Eastern time. There will be a special guest on there, Eric Warr. He will be speaking, as well as they'll be talking about some exciting announcements. So again, make sure you mark your calendar for this special promo call this Friday, July 1st. We also want to mention that convention is coming up. See the Change in Salt Lake City, right here in our backyard. We're excited to have it here, September 7th through 10th. Now, I want to give you 5 reasons that you should be attending convention. Reason number 1, we're doing a Be the Change activity on Wednesday, September 7th. This is a great opportunity to get the word out about using those photos and helping those in our areas to take advantage of telling their stories. So what this activity is going into schools and a homeless shelter and helping children write their stories. So we are looking for interviewers and photographers that will set these, that will go through and interview them, and then later on these storybooks will be created and delivered back to these kids. These are kids that don't have a lot in their lives. Some of them are refugees, some of them, like I said, are homeless, and so it's a great opportunity to really help those kids tell their story and give them something that is all about them. And it's amazing. If you'll go to BeTheChangeDay.Youngevity.com and sign up, I believe there's a video there that talks about the impact this has on these kids. So if you can join us, we would love to have you. Now, as far as number 2, if we get 100 volunteers signed up by July 8th, because we need about 150, so we're really wanting 100 of you by July 8th, we're going to do a random drawing and have 3 winners from those that are registered to volunteer. The prizes are 50 publishing points, the OMFL It's a Kids World collection, and the Anthology DIY Canvas Exchange Kits 1 through 3 plus the blocks. So we really want you to join us. Get the word out and have those people sign up. Again, it's going to be a great experience, and we'd love to reward people for signing up for that. Reason number 3 to come to convention, you'll be one of the first to see the Snap to Finish and be able to attend a breakout session about Snap to Finish. Reason number 4, you'll be one of the first to see the new websites. And reason number 5, learn how to build your business in breakout sessions, which one of those is going to be a social selling session, talking about how to use social selling for things like our memory keeping products, as well as the other products that are so active in social selling. So those are the reasons why you come to convention. Have I convinced you? Will you be there? Will you commit to coming and helping us tell the story of these kids on the Be the Change Day on Wednesday? We'd love to have you. So get signed up as quickly as you can. Okay, we also have Studio U coming up in July. It's Thursday, July 21st at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and we're going to cover trendy cards and invites. We're going to talk about some of the trends that are out there, the color combinations, and we're going to show you how to create cards and invites that incorporate those trends. So join us that night. Also, in August, we are going to have, it's on August 18th, and it will be Studio 101. We have not set a topic for that one yet. We just know that it's going to be the basics, Studio 101, so we're going to try and go through some things that will get people excited about using Studio. Okay, I'm going to pause for just a minute before I go on to resources, because that covers our upcoming events. And there's been a couple of questions. So one question was, are these refills being discontinued? I thought you meant the tape runner refills, and apparently you meant refill pages. So sorry for the confusion. No, the refill pages are not being discontinued. We just have lots of them, and we'd love to have people use those, so we have put them on sale, okay? So no, refill pages are not being discontinued. And there's a question about a date for a new anthology kit. In July, we do not have a new anthology kit. There will be one coming out in August, so watch for August. There will be a new kit for anthology that month, okay? So that covers those couple of questions that had popped up. And so let me talk about some resources we have. We have our Facebook group, Youngevity Memory Keeping Brands, and it has lots of information in it. And one of those is the files portion where we try and upload different things that you would need, like product information sheets, the image for the borders, designs that we have available, those types of things. So check out the Youngevity Memory Keeping Brands. If you're not a member, as long as you're an active Youngevity distributor, we're happy to add you to the group, so just request to join and we'll get you added. Also, the Memory Keeping Idea book is available online. It's the latest version of it. And again, in that same Youngevity Memory Keeping Brands Facebook group under Files, we have individual sections from that. So it's broken out just Heritage Makers, just Our Memories for Life, and just Anthology DIY in PDF. So if that's easier for you to present the information, then it is put there as well. And the sales and flyers and the tape runner leaflet, all that information will be in that Facebook group as well in the next few days, so watch for that to come there. We did just launch some social selling training videos. This is the location where you can find them. It's on the vimeo.com under channels, Youngevity Social. And there's 5 videos that walk you through using back office, how to set up your social, lots of different things that cover just the basics of having a social. Also, we recently recorded a bunch of product training videos that will be available here in the next week or two, so watch for those to be coming. And many of you probably were on the call last week for all the promos going on for June, ways that you can qualify for free tickets for Salt Lake City Convention, and some CEO packs are on sale. So I recommend that you find that recording. I have hunted for it and have not been able to find it. As soon as I can find it, I will post a link to it on in our Facebook group. The other thing that was announced on that call is that we now have a Chief Marketing Officer, Lauren, that has joined us, and we are so excited to have her with us. So if you can find that call, and as soon as I find it, the recording of it, we'll get that up so that you can take advantage of listening to those promos that are available for June and getting to know Lauren a little bit better as well. Okay, we're down to the end here. So if you have any last questions, the OMFL website, they are still working on that. It's coming along. It will be rolled out with the other websites at Salt Lake City Convention. So again, that's one of those reasons you want to come to convention. Snap to Finish is coming along as well, and that will be rolled out at convention. So again, make sure you come to that. Any other questions that you would like that you have coming up? Question about the Youngevity social site having a problem, haven't been able to get on for days. I will check on that. I have not heard that there's a problem, but I will let you know if there is any problems with that. You have a Heritage Makers website. We'll have a Snap to Finish on it. The websites are totally being redone as far as structure, and so I'm going to defer that until convention when they announce how all those structures will work together. They are trying to integrate all the different websites together so that the memory keeping brands are linked together, as well as with a link to Youngevity. So come to convention, find out about those new websites, and see all the fun things that we'll be doing with that. Okay. The beta testing has not happened yet for Snap to Finish, so don't feel bad if you haven't been contacted. As soon as that's available, they will get in touch with you about that. So if there's any last questions, just want to remind you that our next call will be Tuesday, July 26th, same time, 9 a.m. Mountain Time, which is 8 Pacific, 10 Central, and 11 Eastern. So make sure you join us for that. We're very excited to go through these things. If there are any specifics that you would like to see covered during these meetings, I asked last time, leaving it out there again. I compiled a spreadsheet, so send me anything specific you'd like to see covered as far as if there are specific business building tools you'd like to see or aspects of the business that we aren't including. I'm always looking for information that will help you on these calls, so feel free to include that here, or you can email me at scroninger, CRONINGER @heritagemakers.com, or you can always post things on the Youngevity Memory Keeping Brands Facebook group, and I will see things there. We so appreciate you joining us this morning, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. It's hard to believe that June is almost over and that we're going to be July 1st here on Friday. But make the most of your day. Go out and have some fun, share your story, and be creative. And we will see you on July 26th, if not before that time. Have a great day. Thanks.